is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead radio show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and... Hey, Tony, you're not funny.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of a bitch.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So what did we say? This one? No, that one.
I think that one.
It's that one. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from govsradio.com. Coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown, New York. Hope everybody's well. What did he say? Or was that you?
No, it wasn't me, but I think Ken did.
Oh, Levittown. Oh, we're getting the
echo.
Turn the thing off.
That actually was pretty kick-ass, though. I feel like I'm having a flashback.
Down.
Hey, go to govsradio.com. You can watch our show there, and you can win a complimentary free drink chip from the Roslyn Social, the wonderful Roslyn Social. You haven't been there yet, huh?
I have not, no.
It's fantastic. That's if you go on our website and comment. Also go to Govs Radio. You can get yourself some merchandise, some Govs Radio shirts and hats. Go grab you some of that stuff. Take a picture of yourself with your Govs Radio merchandise and send it to us on Facebook, and you'll get yourself a free pass in any of the 3 great Governor's Comedy Clubs that are opening in just a week. A week from today. Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown right here will be open. Thank goodness. And then there are other clubs, McGuire's in Bohemia and the Brokerage in Belmore. They're opening next Saturday, April 3rd. Very exciting. Lots of great comedy shows coming. So go to govs.com And check out the schedule, see what's cooking over there at govs.com. That's the website for the club. And, of course, right here, well, here, too, we have Andy, but I was talking about this guy right here. Our ad man, Dr. Ken Pichelle, is here. How are you today, sir? Oh, did we lose him? You there? Yep, we don't hear you.
Sorry, I
Oh,
had
there you
myself on mute.
That's all right.
My bad.
You did it, or did April do it?
I did it.
Smart.
I did
We know. We know it was April.
You know, and well, speaking of April, how did things turn out? We never asked you. Did she get her project all taken care of last week, or how did that all work out?
She did get her project taken care of last week, and
Yeah, notice I said she got her project taken care of, not you guys, because you didn't help her with anything.
that's correct. I've tried ad nauseum to explain to you the importance of me knowing when to assist and participate, and
I'm
when
not
to stay
buying
the
it.
heck out of the way.
Yep, I'm not buying that at all.
I mean, if you must know, I just muted again because she was banging around on something, doing another project. I mean, it's what we do.
Yeah, get it done, April.
Very nice. All right,
What
Ken
we
Bichelle
do.
with the ads. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is ad time. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, a social experience in dining. Roslyn Social is the area's premier location for elevated pub food, craft cocktails, and local beers. Roslyn Social is open for socially distanced dining, takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and on your favorite food service apps. Even their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. You can follow them on Facebook at Roslyn Social. They are located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. That's 1363 Old Northern Boulevard in Roslyn. Give Roslyn Social a call and say hi to Nick at 516-801-4963. That's 516-801-4963. Thank you from Roslyn Social. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. Two Eagles Auto Body is a family-owned and operated collision shop located in New Hyde Park, Long Island. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through the insurance process to the return of your vehicle, Two Eagles Auto Body is with you. They are constantly striving for perfection, with your satisfaction being their number one priority. Two Eagles Auto Body is located in New Hyde Park, Long Island at 1818 Falmouth Avenue. That's 1818 Falmouth Avenue in New Hyde Park. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call, and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527. Also follow them on Facebook at Two Eagles Auto Body. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. That's Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. When you work with Gina, you tap into the collective experience of the best, most experienced realtors on Long Island. Contact Gina today to discuss how Signature Premier Properties and Gina can help you market and sell your property successfully, or find your perfect home. More information about Gina's listings can be found at signaturepremier.com. That's signaturepremier.com. List your house with Gina, and she will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast that it will make your head spin. You heard it. It will make your head spin. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza, for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, where they offer thin crust, thin whole wheat, deep dish, and gluten-free pies. Also pasta and baked dishes, calzones and rolls, heroes, entrees, salad sides, and appetizers. You can follow them on Facebook at Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta. That's Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta on Facebook, and on Instagram at Bella Vista Pizza LI. That's at Bella Vista Pizza LI on Instagram. Bella Vista Pizza is located at 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464, 516-433-4464. Mention Knockem Dead Comedy to receive a free garlic knot. BellaVistaPizza.com. Bambinos, check them out today. And of course, of course. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Knockem Dead Comedy, the premier murder mystery dinner theater company that provides interactive murder mystery dinner theater, game shows, variety shows, and more. You plan the party, they'll plan the murder. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery dinner theater company from Pennsylvania to Maine and everywhere in between. You may select between the Hillbilly Hoedown, a redneck wedding, the family, the fun, and the felony, the high school reunion, and the whacked family reunion, a lethal luau. The Knockem Dead Comedy experience will provide for you a fun-filled evening full of audience interaction, including music and dancing, games and prizes, and tons of laughter. Knockem Dead Comedy shows can be seen at restaurants, catering halls, even your home. Their shows are perfect for corporate events, team building events, wedding rehearsal dinners, holiday parties, fundraisers, sweet 16s, and bar mitzvahs. You can follow them on Facebook at Knockem Dead Comedy and on Instagram at Knockem Dead Comedy. That's at Knockem Dead Comedy on Instagram. For upcoming show dates, check out knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. That's knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. Andy, Sally, Tony, the ads are all done, y'all.
Where'd he go?
Oh, sorry, hold on. Bye, Ken.
Super job.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
There he is.
All right, here we go. Hold on. Hold on.
That's a little harsh.
Phone Nazi. Now she's the Zoom Nazi.
I thought it was like Mad Sally
Ken.
Mondays.
You just cleared layer, and there you went.
It's not just Monday, Ken. It's not just Monday.
It's a day that ends in Y.
There I am.
Well, and speaking of the phone Nazi, are you opening the phones today or not?
I don't know yet.
Z.
I've already gotten
TBD.
People are telling on me. Tony, I don't know if you know this, but I tried to call in and do an accent, and she would not let me.
Oh my
like
goodness!
7 of those. I bet
you just attacked like half of our calls.
That's what I mean. That's like 7 of them.
Wow, the viewership just dropped by 7 or 8.
Jeez. DJ D Love already emailed me 3 times this morning.
Tell him Monday. Tell him Monday.
But no, well, here's the thing.
Me and your cousin, you're an enabler. You're the enabler. We're going to have to go to his therapist.
He did not call in this Monday.
That's not our fault.
Oh, give him a break. Let him call in once a week, at least.
Why didn't he call in Monday? Was there
Probably
because
you didn't put the phones on.
No, because I was due Monday. Just to,
Don't look at me.
Yeah, you know better.
I am riding the fence on this one.
You got nothing too over there? Come on, you're in North Carolina. It's not like she'd come after you.
Yeah. So
she'll find a way.
Yeah, so she secretly connected me and her sister as Facebook friends to, more localize the hit on me.
Oh, that's true.
She won't come after you. You're in North Carolina.
No, you're right. Her
that logic just busted.
My sister's scrappy.
Yeah, she is. You're ninja, and yeah, she's not too far behind. She's scrappy.
Yeah.
Come from a low center of gravity, people.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's shorter than I am.
Oh wow.
I get things off the top shelf in my house. Isn't that amazing?
Not to mention that your sister's son is an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
So Ken might think he's being invited to watch some cool wrestling or an MMA fight, and finds out that he's the other fighter in the event.
Awesome. That's great.
Oh, all right. We could set that up. You want to set that up? Charity event?
Deal no backsies.
That's not great.
Deal no backsies.
Ken will be
like
suckered in
word.
thinking
Deal no
it's like
backsies.
an amateur wrestling or jujitsu competition or something, and it's like, oh no, dude, it's MMA. Enjoy.
Have you ever? I know you're a fan of that stuff. Have you ever been a participant?
I have. I was 1 year of high school wrestling. I was miserable at it. Our program started my senior year. I was awful, but I loved it. I kept learning it, and I volunteered at high schools throughout like my 20s and into my 30s.
Oh,
and
wow.
then somewhere around my early 30s, there was a guy around here that did a little introduction to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is like the MMA grappling stuff on the mat, submission hold stuff, that no punching, no kicking, but only a little bit of exposure to that, and no to the MMA, no boxing, no kickboxing, no Muay Thai, any of that stuff. So no.
But a fan of the MMA as
yes.
well? Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
fan of the MMA, yes.
Very nice. All right, well, we'll see if the phones We'll see. If,
Phone Nazi.
let's see if the phone Nazi.
And Sally full on had the "I'm not gonna do it."
No,
face.
yeah, she definitely has
Like,
that
looked
face
over
going on.
and she was just like, "Nope,
It's been asked and answered.
I'm not gonna keep going over this."
Thank you, Edman, Dr. Ken Pichelle.
Bye, Ken. Have a really good
welcome.
weekend. We don't
I don't
see you
get to hang
talking.
around today.
Oh, yeah, you want? Oh, why did I think?
Yeah, Friday.
Well, I don't know. Should we ask the Zoom Nazi?
Yeah, see.
Can Ken come over and play?
Oh, is Ken staying?
That's what he just.
Maybe.
I
She
don't have
doesn't
my
even listen.
headphones.
Oh,
I keep
that's right.
forgetting. Sorry.
I thought he was just doing ads, so I didn't switch headphones. I'll
Well,
just switch head.
Why don't I? So I'm
mean,
confused.
it's a-
Why don't you put? Oh, because then the volume's too loud.
Then the volume's way too loud for me, and then I would have to make it way too low for you guys. So
All right. So how about
it's fine.
this?
Just hand me headphones,
But
and
why
I'll
don't
keep
you?
them.
But why don't you switch them over there and then just put your headphones there?
What?
You unplug it from here, plug it in over there, and then just put your headphones here, like you're doing with these.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
I was over Unger, and Unger was overdone.
Hey, Ken.
Oh, hey, Sally.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Sorry, I can't. It's like I like the headphones that will come right out of the board because then I can really control the volume for me because
She
I've
likes
got
things that
really
come out of the board.
I've got really
Dirty
sensitive
slut.
ears
All over my face.
all over his face. So when I know you're
Sanitizer.
staying, I use different headphones. So I didn't have them on because I didn't know you're staying. Sorry.
Well, that
Oh,
right.
it's
That
okay.
so that's the thing. Yeah, Ken asked if he can come over and play today. Can
Yeah.
he stay?
Yeah, sure.
I'd
Why
just
not?
like to point out, Sally, that we could have such a more pleasant conversation without like the background banter of those two over there. My goodness. Sheesh.
I'm gonna make you a puppet.
Okay.
Oh, Sally, can you? Oh, if only Ken saw what you were doing before the show.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
I could totally recreate
it was.
that.
It was something.
That's right.
If you don't want Ken to come over and play, that's what you do.
It was so funny,
Man.
man. He was,
Now there's background banter.
and he was pleasuring himself.
I can't help it. It's a problem.
Nothing to be embarrassed about.
Have to get the evil fluids out.
The evil fluids.
Well,
Otherwise, Satan wins.
I guess first thing I wanted to find out, not to like really, change gears because this might be a little much for you, but like tell us about your daughter and the piano.
We learned from that.
I know, so it's a big
Jeez,
jump
it's just like being home, going from masturbation to having to deal with my kids.
to deal with algebra homework.
Well, Charlotte got her NISMA score yesterday.
Dumb that down because we are dumb.
That's
Yeah,
the
what
New
does
York-
that acronym stand for?
New York
please?
State Scholastic Music Association or something along those lines. But every year they have like a festival where they rate here in New York, and I know other states have similar things. But the way New York State does it is through NISMA, and the whole state is cut up into 15 regions. We're region 14. So normally you go to a high school or a middle school, and the kid has to
I always
perform.
thought it was just the high school. I didn't even know that it was elementary school kids.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I
and
always
it's
thought it was
it's
like
a big deal.
I always thought it was like band, chorus stuff for like high school kids. I didn't know they went all the way.
When it was actually held at my high school when I was a freshman, and I was part of the performing arts group, so you were expected to volunteer to help out. We saw all ages, and actually, this is not Charlotte's first time. It was actually 2 years ago, and she got an outstanding. Last year, they didn't have it because of COVID.
Okay.
We had the date. She was working on her piece. She actually was nailing it. Like, we were really looking forward to it. But now this year, we had to submit the videos. She had to be videoed, and we videoed her at her piano teacher's because she's got a nice grand piano. And sent it in, and we just got the grade back. And it's like good, fair. I can't remember all of them.
Well, you don't have to
Excellent.
worry about the bottom ones,
Right.
'cause
Better
that's
than
not
fair.
Charlotte.
I only know there's
Right.
outstanding because that's all she gets.
all
And that's
she
the top one.
gets.
That is the top one. And she actually was only 1 point away from a perfect score.
Oh wow!
So we're super proud of her because it's a kid with the
Yeah.
she never complains about practicing, but she does have to be reminded. You have
Yeah.
to be like, hey, why don't now is a good time.
Yeah.
I think now is a good time for you to go up and okay, and she just goes up.
How long has she been playing?
For about 3.5 years now.
Wow, that's great. Just 3.5 years. Wow. I thought she'd be like one of those little like 5-year-olds.
No, when her piano teacher has a recital for the.
Sorry, I got stuck on that.
Well,
for
it's
a
funny. That was exactly what it sounds like.
That was the piece.
For the
It was
5-year-olds.
like Charlotte.
Yeah.
But it's very stressful. It is a big deal.
Yeah.
My wife, who all through from 4th grade on competed in piano, oboe, and I think she might have done timpani later on.
Wow.
But,
Timpani? What's timpani?
It's the it's a
Drum?
Like
percussion.
the xylophone thing?
Kind of like a xylophone.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess kind of. Yeah.
All right.
But her sister did piano and flute throughout. They're a very musical family. My father-in-law was a opera singer.
Okay.
So they have like a ton of musical talent, thank God, in that family.
Nice.
But
A professional opera singer?
yeah, part-time. Like
okay.
He had been offered a full-time position, but that would have meant moving the family from Kings Park to New York City.
Oh.
And they didn't want to do that to the girls. And my mother-in-law was not very into being out and being around that many people.
He couldn't just commute?
It's difficult because between the rehearsals and the performances,
long hours?
Yeah,
Okay.
you really needed to be there
Right.
to do it. If you were going to be a full-time, if you were part of,
Wow. Still impressive that he even got offered that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's he now he lives in Key West, and he gives vocal. He put together a whole group of musicians and whatnot from all over, residents of Key West, and they have these expos where they violinists, piano players.
Do any of his kids or grandkids sing well?
Charlotte actually has a very good singing voice, but it's still early to like try to do anything with that. Like we still want to wait a couple more years until like puberty before
Right.
we really.
Why don't we get father-in-law and some of his singers on the Zoom next week? Let's do a little opera for
Well,
us.
he actually
Oh, sole mio.
Almost like he's here.
he got yeah.
Almost.
It's like him on his worst day. The
When he had COVID.
well, he got into a motorcycle accident about a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
And it messed up his foot, and so he hasn't really been
The foot it affects the throat. Yeah.
Well, it is your entire body.
I know, I'm kidding.
Like they take a very.
He sings
Entire
from
body.
his
You see what you
toes.
did there? You went entire body.
Oh, I did that too to you, Ken.
Ken, stop filling yourself up.
I can't help myself.
See, I would love to. Was he riding the motorcycle?
Yes.
I would love to be driving down the highway and have a guy pass me on a motorcycle while singing opera. That would
that'd be
be
great.
awesome.
I think there would be too much of a danger of like insects down the throat.
Oh, yeah.
That happened to me
Yeah,
one
true.
time when I was riding my bicycle,
Yeah.
and I would never want that to happen when I was.
It's not a good feeling.
I got shot with a BB gun.
While you were riding a
while I was riding a bicycle. Swear to God. Rich,
You fall off it. Was he
How
like,
sad is it that my first inclination is to laugh?
because he's alive. Now, it's obvious he made
He
it.
didn't lose an eye.
me and my brother riding bikes. Rich Althouse. He was. We knew it in the neighborhood. He would. This was a popular thing. He used to just sneak the gun. If you were riding past his house, he would just
you
sneak
imagine
his hand
getting
out the
away with
window,
that?
It's
and
so
you would
fucking
you would
illegal.
know as you're riding past. You would look like.
Right.
And then, sure enough, one day he got me right there.
Oh,
right
wow.
there. Yeah, I swear to God.
I hope he became
Wow.
a sniper for the Marine Corps or the Army.
I don't know what he's doing. He's still
in
around
jail
somewhere.
now.
He was a Hicksville historian. Oh, he was a Hicksville
Hicksville.
historian
Ah.
somewhere. Yep.
Oh, thank
There
God!
it
I
is.
thought I
There
was
it
gonna.
is.
Hicksville. Took 11:23 for the Hicksville reference.
I'm gonna have
Andy.
to since I don't have my notebook right in front of me. I'll watch back and I'll.
Put that on our graph.
I will write it. I will make note of the Hicksville reference and
Get
put
that
together
on our graph.
the entire view of my.
All right, so let me ask you this then. But you were part of the performing arts. You had to attend the NISMA conference. What were you doing? What performing arts? No, not in the NISMA. But why were you part of? Was it acting? Was it singing?
It was. I was
gonna
much
get
more
him
in
to
the
sing.
acting.
Oh.
the acting part, but because of that, I had to do. You had to be part of chorus. You had to do these singing and dancing things.
Singing and dancing things.
Yeah. I'm not a triple threat.
I'll pay for the video.
I'm really not
do
much
all
of a threat.
them.
I will pay for that video footage.
I have video of me acting. I don't have any video of me.
Yeah, I'm talking about the dancing.
Well,
yeah,
I do have a video of me dancing in 5th grade as Linus for the district. My Blanket and Me for the district-wide musical.
That's
we
a
did.
good dance.
nice.
So it's my blanket and me. Except it was much more like.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. It's a great play.
Yes, I had a lot of fun, and a lot of my friends from that they're still friends of mine now. But we did Brighton Beach Memoirs.
Oh, I did that one.
I did Dracula, which is hilarious. I did not play Dracula.
Oh,
I played,
yeah.
Is that where it started?
I played Renfield. Well, it's funny because I realize now that I've been fighting it for a really long time.
It was there.
Yeah,
It was always there for you.
I wanted to do Biloxi Blues. I was the president of the Drama Society
Nice.
in my high school.
You were a thespian.
I was
a thespian.
I was like a full-on thespian. I did thespian things. Hung out with other thespians.
You can see his mind is
Yeah.
I know.
overloading
He
right
can't
now.
even pick what he's going to say next because there's too
Well,
many
I also don't want to get
choices.
canceled too. Like, there's also that.
Oh, after you just jerked up to Ken's head, I think we're safe.
He's white guy. Like, nobody cares. The thespians, on the other hand, you don't want to mess with.
That's true.
Because thespians will go down to Home Depot. No, I'll stop. They're very good with their hands. They have to be.
Well, speaking of marijuana,
Oh,
The segues.
that's where I
today
was
are
going to
just
go.
priceless.
They are. Breakneck.
it's pretty legal in New York now.
It's pretty legal
Pretty
in New York.
legal.
Is that how Cuomo?
Criminalized.
Is that how Cuomo
Pretty
worded
kind
it?
of okay legal.
It's like in my high school when they said no, you couldn't smoke, and we all still just went out and smoked.
No, it's more than that.
Weed?
It's
No,
more
no.
than that.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's just in the last throes of do we put? They actually said Cuomo actually said we're actually now at the point where we're deciding on words like may versus shall and periods versus commas. Like it's all done.
Well, yeah, because he's
So,
in so much trouble. He's trying to get on
I
everybody's
know.
good side.
Well, I think he's trying to get everyone high so that no one notices anymore.
It's all good, man. Hey, you want to touch me, bro?
Yeah, come on.
Me three, man.
Last
feel so
week it
good.
would have bothered me, but now.
I'm so high.
But yeah, so we're going to be the 15th state to have it legal.
Really? There's 14 states that have it legal
Yeah.
for recreational use.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
Wow,
they
I didn't know
have
that.
they have kind of they have the rules on it. Like you have to be 21
Okay.
to buy from, one of the legal places, or you can grow a small portion for yourself. And they even kind of lay that out.
Yeah, I was going to say they'd have to lay that out. They have to define small
Yeah, where
portion.
is it?
Is it legal in North Carolina there, Dr. Kempichel?
It is not. And I don't
Not one
know
of
if
the
it's in
14?
the works at all,
All right.
I'd be
but
surprised.
it is not.
Anyone over 21 would be allowed to grow up to 3 mature and 3 immature plants at their own home.
What does that mean? Do you know what that means? You're a
Is
gardener.
anybody
Plants.
else seeing that Cheez-It commercial?
Well, I'm
3
more like
mature plants and 3 immature plants.
you don't want to get caught smoking those immature plants, though.
Isn't that
That's going to
so
end up
funny?
being illegal.
And so they say 3 and 3, but then it's comma up to a maximum of 12 total plants per household. So if you've got like brothers
Whoa,
that want to
okay.
grow also,
Brother.
one house can only have 12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pot
only
plants.
12
These are my
plants.
daughters. Lay off me, John Q. Public.
Wow, 12 plants. And it doesn't say...
Oh, and then it says card carrying medical marijuana users. Like if you already have your card,
Yeah.
you'd be able to start growing within 6 months of the bill taking effect. So the bill takes effect, then you have to wait 6 months to,
Only if you have the card.
only if your card.
Okay.
Recreational users who have not gotten their card would have to wait 18 months after the first place opens. Like, why?
Yeah, that's weird.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
That sounds like that's trying to protect dispensary industry.
Yeah.
That would be the only
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Got to
that
be
I would-
about that. Yeah. Cannabis would be taxed at both the distributor and the retail level, with distributors paying a per milligram tax on flowers, concentrate, and edibles, while retail sales would have a state tax of 9% and a local tax of 4%. And 40% of the state revenue would be set aside for a new fund, which would be flagged for supporting social and economic equity programs.
Does it?
Wait. Another 40% would go to state education. So, like, that's cool.
On how to grow it.
Yeah,
On how to
the ag department is going to explode.
And
they're
then-
going to need the extra.
This is
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
And then the last 20% would go towards drug education programs.
This is how you roll a joint. Don't fish slip it, okay? Not that anybody fucking
Isn't that
rolls
funny?
joints anymore.
So what? And what are the laws around it? You know, I mean, obviously you can't drive. You know, like are they saying? You know,
I bet you.
Why? What do you mean?
like it does it
Like
say
the alcohol. I think
Right.
that's
Yeah.
already covered. I think that's actually already covered because
Yeah.
sometimes you'll read in the police reports where let's say driving under the influence
right?
of
Anything.
Okay.
I forget the exact phrasing, but it's not alcohol.
They tried to push a like a saliva test, but it's very inaccurate, and then they just threw it out at the end because it just was too inaccurate, and they're going to go with what Andy said as far as like keeping it. And they said that cities, towns, and villages would be given until the end of the year to opt out of having the stores or consumption sites within their border. So each city or town could screw things up.
If I'm not mistaken, I think.
But then they
both
don't get the tax-
Nassau and Suffolk, though, both said that we will opt out once.
We're going to opt out?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm pretty sure that.
What about the poor children in the school programs?
Think of the children.
Think of the children. But they have medical places now on Long Island, so what's the difference?
Well, those are constantly under
Yeah, true.
like
they are.
threat of being closed. Because I know I think there's one out in Riverhead, and I often hear,
I heard
I'm gonna
that there
throw some ones that you're not used to.
I
here,
heard
Kev.
people I was like, why doesn't everyone just like use that? Why don't you just get a card? You'd be like, I get migraines, whatever, just get a card. But then the devious people in my lives say that it's too much, like it costs too much money. Like it's not that great quality and it costs too much money compared to like Vito the Knife Man down the road that you could just buy it.
So if you have so what does that mean? If you have the card, you don't get good quality. Meaning, if you have the card, you can only get it from certain places.
Well, first of all, you don't.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You don't get a joint, right? Don't you get? Doesn't it come in those like the vapes? Isn't it just vape?
You know what? I don't know. I don't have direct experience with that. My drug experience is funny when I hang out with like the younger comedians, and they're always like, Andy, you want to smoke? Like they're always very nice, very accepting, and I'm always like, I have to drive.
And I have babies at home.
You look so sad.
I've got children.
I have piano lessons to attend.
Yeah. But they're like, and I mean, everybody I know is like a wake and bake. Anybody who smokes is like a wake and baker. They just wake up and they just smoke all day long. It's amazing to me.
Yeah.
And it's funny when I did actually one time have a situation where I could, and I
Just
took a hit.
one?
I only take one or two hits because I know it'll flatten me because I haven't.
Yeah.
And the weed now is so much stronger.
It is. It's
than
it's
it was
very
when we were kids.
Oh, really?
Very strong.
Yes.
It's
Really?
very
Yeah.
strong. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I would
I had no
actually
idea.
just prefer it being like
Like if it's
it was.
if it's homegrown, but if it's homegrown, then I don't really think it is. Do
very
you?
likely no, yeah, but
If it's homegrown, it's like back in the day. It's old school.
yeah, but much like there are all of those like videos on how to make your semi-automatic weapon a fully automatic weapon.
Right.
There will totally be like soak it in some Clorox and
Yeah.
like there's
Yeah.
going to be like
Is that how they do it? I don't even know how they make it stronger.
no Clorox is.
I'm just saying,
That's
like I don't even know
I don't want to get
how
Trump,
to make it stronger.
Like the Trump thing where like I was just joking. I believe there's ultraviolet light that you can
I don't
shine
know.
on
I
it,
have no idea.
and it imbues it with Superman level.
Miracle Grow.
Yeah,
Soul Glow.
but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. My wife and I were like, because we like back in the day we were before we knew each other. It's like, yo, man, I miss being like just getting so I had I smoked at home and I watched Gary Busey Pet Judge.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It is hilarious.
Even when you're not smoking?
I don't know about that because I didn't try it. I only tried it after I smoked, and like
You're just laughing at the commercials.
it's like pet justice. like that's his call thing, like at the beginning of it, and like he takes it very seriously,
As he should.
and everybody else is like an actor and joking around.
And he has no idea.
Yeah, and it's funny because they do an after which doesn't involve him. And I'm like, no, I don't care. This I don't care about. I want to see, because one of them was this woman wanted to get put her dog under her health insurance from work because she believed that the soul of her dead husband was in it. And so the defendant was her employer. And so Gary Busey, is the dog here? And he's like, let me hold the dog. And it's a little dog, and he's like, she goes through her whole spiel and whatnot about him. Like, my husband's in there. He's like, I'm holding this dog, and I feel something inside it. And she's like, thank
Maybe you should pull your finger out of its ass.
And he goes, but it's not a soul. This dog does not have a soul. And I'm like, oh my God, Gary Busey just said this dog doesn't have a soul. I'm like, what world are we living in that this moment, like everything, like the first slime that oozed out of the primordial ocean and just became what we are now, all led up to that.
Right. Yep.
It's so depressing and hilarious at the same time. But yeah.
Well, see, but that's what, I don't know about weed necessarily, but that's a perfect example of the effect drugs will have on you. Yeah. You could become like Gary Busey.
Yeah, getting a couple of motorcycle accidents without your helmet.
Right, yeah, true.
That'll work too.
I mean, he was a great actor at one time.
Yes.
And now he's just a mess.
Yeah.
Isn't it alcoholism, or he
It's
he stop?
It's a combination.
Yeah, I think he's done
It's
it
like
all.
pick one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I don't know if he like kind of changed his ways, but apparently not.
Oh, that I don't. But I know the traumatic brain injury was probably because it looks like half his face is sliding.
Yes. Yeah. I think that, there's just permanent damage there. Yeah.
It kind of looks like he'd be Sloth's dad from Goonies.
Right.
It's kind of, hey, you guys, pet justice. And speaking of Nazis,
The phone Nazi?
so last night.
Oh, Ken, she put the phone on.
Well, now I'm shutting it off because now it's going to start calling.
Now everyone knows.
Last night, my daughter Daphne did not want to go to bed right away. She always
That
my
Daphne.
stomach. Yeah, no. Well, this is a great Daphne story.
What is she? How old is she now?
She's 7.
Okay.
So
And what time is bedtime?
is like 9.
Okay. Fair.
Between 8:30 and
Yep,
9.
that's fair.
So it's like about 10 o'clock. She comes downstairs. She's like, Mommy told me I have to come to you because she doesn't want to deal with me.
She says the same thing to me, honey.
And I'm like, all right, come sit with me. I'm watching hockey. Watching the post game for the Islanders.
Are the Hurricanes there anywhere?
No, neither were the Devils.
Oh, the Devils. That's right. The Devils, yeah.
But so she sits there. And now my daughters are always like trying to come up with like moral dilemmas for me. Because I'll watch any hockey game. And so we were watching Dallas and Tampa Bay last night. So Daphne goes, hey, Dad, who are you going to vote for? The white or the green? And I'm like, well, I guess I'll go with Dallas. She goes, what about if the Rangers were playing the Penguins? I'm like, I have to go with the Penguins. And she's like, you really don't like the Rangers? I'm like, no.
Wow.
And she came up with another one. I go, listen, let me just stop you there. If the Nazis were playing the Rangers, I wouldn't want to watch the game.
Wow.
Because I would want the Rangers to win. I just don't want to watch the end of it.
Yeah.
So a couple of minutes go by and she's watching. She goes, wait. The Nazis have a hockey team? Yeah, her little mind is always at work.
That's cute.
That'd be kind of cool if they did. Well, sort of.
And we've been having a problem with Charlotte, with a girl at school. And not bad. It's not bad. The girl is just annoying, and Charlotte needs to just be like, I do not want to sit with you. Like, just have a little confidence.
And what grade is Charlotte in?
3rd.
Okay.
So they look like they're only a year apart, but they're actually like 19 months apart. And Daphne's right at the edge of having to be in the next year. But so she was at school and she's been good. She's been developing. And so the other day I go, hey, anything happen with Hannah? And she goes, oh, yeah, no, nothing. She gave me a dirty look, but I just ignored her. I'm like, good job. And then Daphne goes, she gave me a dirty look. I'm like, what? Where did she see you? Oh, it was on my way in the auditorium. And she looked at me and I said, what did you do?
Smacked her.
She goes,
nice. I'm like,
That's Daphne.
oh my God, you can't do that.
That's great.
That is what is called, my friend, karma.
Yeah.
Because that's your kid.
No, and that's this morning when I told my wife about the Nazi thing. She's like, "You're doing this." To me." So you can't.
She goes to bed every night. Please don't break my baby.
Yeah.
Let's say hi. We haven't said hi to anybody. Hello, my mother's watching. Tom Galati says, "Good morning, knockers." Kevin, I got you. He had to leave. Okay, well, I got your address, Kevin. We'll be sending you a chip. Elizabeth is watching. Deborah is there. Hello, Deborah. Greg DiFilippo. Greg, by the way, congratulations, Greg. What did he win last night?
Yeah,
with
so
Bosie and Rita?
The Bosie and Rita Day, they were they raised money for what, Island Harvest?
Yes.
Yes.
So they're giving a little over than $1,200 to and it was just within like the last week or so they put this thing together. It's amazing how much money they raised.
It was at like 900.
Very organized.
Rich has a motor. Rich
yes,
is,
he does. Yes.
Like I admire people like
Me
I couldn't
too.
do that.
Well, you had to see him with this like little raffle tickets. Someone would say, "Hey, I just Venmo'd you this." Like they wouldn't even finish before he'd have one filled out and put into the thing so they could be a part of the raffle. Like he's just very organized. So So and all the money goes straight to Island Harvest, which is a great thing. But one of the raffles was to $100 gift card to go to the Roslyn Social, and
Gina won that, right?
Gina won that.
Nice.
Yeah, that was awesome. And but what Greg DiFilippo won, he won the Jeff Bosie bobblehead.
Nice.
Thank God, because if I won it, I would have done really terrible things.
Well, DiFilippo, I'm sure, has plans.
I know.
Yeah.
He won a T-shirt that says "I'm the okayest comedian."
Greg won that too?
Yes. Well, he won the bucket.
Oh, right.
So
I had in my head they're all separate prizes, right?
No. It was all of it. And
who's coming to see me? That's the important question.
well, Greg has that too.
Oh, that was
So I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know whether he'll be up or whether, because I said, he's got, his sister lives on Long Island. Maybe I'll give the tickets to her.
Oh, he's going to scalp him. Wow.
Maybe. Who knows?
Wow. My show's, there's going to be scalpers at my show.
Yeah, I can't go. I hate this. I want to be there for the last comedy show ever, because he only shut it down for a year last time.
But what a show last night was, because I don't know how many hundreds he raised just within that 45 minutes.
No, that's what I'm saying. He was at around
Bosie.
900
God love Bosie.
Wednesday or Thursday.
What a sport. Because Jeff walks in. So Jeff works like all day long. So like me and Raider are here and we're getting all ready and stuff. And we're all ready. Like, and I told Jeff, because he walks in and he's all flustered. I'm like, Jeff, we still have 15 minutes before the show even starts. We need to take that 10 down to like a 2. He's like, it's just, like I wanted to get here earlier and I didn't get here earlier. And, Raider's going to already be upset because I don't have, the T-shirt on that he wanted me to wear. And I'm thinking Rich isn't going to even give a shit. So Rich walks in the door and goes, "What's with the T-shirt?" Like immediately. And Jeff's like, "Well, there was like a laundry problem in what's with the T-shirt?" Like that.
Cut the bullshit.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking shirt?
So one T-shirt that was going to be in the,
drawing.
The drawing was hanging behind. So I was like, what better gift than to actually have Bosie wear it,
right?
Be like all, gamey.
I can think of a lot of better gifts, actually.
Yeah. So
we're down this rabbit hole of gifts that
then Tim
I would never go down.
Then Tim Saliani starts writing in about playing porn music, and you need to change. I want to see some skin. You have to change in front of the camera. And someone else requested a dance, and every time anyone requested anything, Rich would be like, "Well, for another $100, we can get Bosie to do it." So Bosie was just basically this
dance monkey.
Yeah.
Dance.
Yeah.
Well, and then we got roped into that garbage.
Oh yeah, you
Because after
you
he
and your
took his
naked
shirt off,
ways.
then all of a sudden Jones posting everywhere on Facebook pictures of us without our
Sallie
shirts
and
on.
Keegan need to be shirtless for a
No, they don't.
for a picture.
Like what? Our pictures weren't bad enough. We're adding salt to the wound.
Yeah, no, it was nice to wake up to all the naked guys.
Goodness,
Not a bad
gracious.
Friday.
I was thinking I didn't have any trouble trying to fall asleep last night after seeing it at all. I had no trouble falling asleep after that.
it haunts your
But
memory.
they raised a lot of money, and they were both like, Bosie was a good sport, and so
Yeah, well,
I can't tell a lie. Excuse me. When I was reading the ads today, and I got to Bella Vista Pizza, and I was at the phone number,
yeah.
the picture of Eric came back into my head. I was like my own distraction, Andy. It was painful.
Oh. Well, and let's put it out there. I mean, that was the worst picture out of all four.
You're welcome, because I'm the author of that. Because I showed up with my shirt off to begin with.
That's
on
right.
that show.
I'm surprised Ken didn't get put up there when he showed the nipple that one day.
Well, he actually, I
I would
think
have put the Ken nipple shot.
I think you commented that somewhere, didn't you? That thank
It
goodness they
was-
didn't grab yours.
Get on it, Joan.
No, it was. It
Yeah,
was
she's slacking.
It was a shoulder tattoo. It
Like,
was
think
not
of how fast that was that she put that together.
Oh, yeah.
Like
she
she's-
had the other
she
three
has it.
pictures already. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on the wall already. It was just an easy. It's on her desktop already. She was just an easy slide in.
She just
not
had
like, I mean, it's not like there's a vision board of, okay, these 5 things will go together one day, and these 4 over here. Oh yeah, the
Oh.
day's out there.
Adam Snare is watching. Good morning, Adam. Oh, there's Jeff, the Jeff Advance edition, since the old edition is banned. Carrie's there. Andrew Fremder. I get things off the top shelf myself as well, except my sense of humor. Saliani, is this where Dr. Ken tells us he used to coach with Representative Jim Jordan? The phone lines are open until my name comes up on the caller ID.
Who said that?
That's
Fremder.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I was actually just gonna. I just noticed it because I didn't have the. Hello.
You're live on the air. Who's this?
DJ D-Lo, what's going on, Tony?
DJ D-Lo! Hey, we have Andy here with us today.
What's happening, brother?
What's going on, Andrew? What's going on, brother? Hey, babe.
Hanging in there, my man. You?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, man. I was surprised you didn't see my videos all last week, Andrew.
Oh yeah, no, I just saw them last night. I never look at Instagram. I'm old.
Yeah, me either.
You too, Tony. You're surprised you didn't see him either.
What do you mean? I responded to you, didn't I?
No, you didn't respond to them.
Tony looks at Instagram more than anyone our age that I know, and it's like once a day, maybe.
Right.
You know,
That's
it's just-
more than
it's-
people you know?
Oh my God, you can do
of
that?
our age, yeah. Yeah, and of our age group, yeah. It's like a kid thing.
We're old.
So
We're
guess
supposed
what,
to be on
guys?
Facebook.
Good news.
Good news? What kind of good news you got there, DJ D-Love?
So tomorrow I'm going to see my husband tomorrow.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice.
Awesome.
You're going to get the sex.
So I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I can't wait to see him tomorrow.
Tell him we said hello.
Oh, well, definitely will.
Good.
And even good news too, Tony.
Yeah?
He's open about me. He's open about me.
What?
A skate rink.
A skating rink?
Yep.
Are you a skater?
Nope. Actually, no. I put the job application in for being a DJ.
Very
Ah,
DJ.
that's
super
cool. Well, and you already filled out the application and gave it to them?
Yes, and actually, just I think it was just last week. I think it was. Yeah, last week before that, I saw the boss.
Okay. All right.
And actually, I saw the boss, and actually, I give him my business cards.
Very nice. All right, well, keep us updated, and we're pulling for you. We hope you get it.
Oh yeah. So I got a song for the hill up the weekend.
I'm sorry, what about the weekend?
I said I got a song for the weekend. Actually.
Oh, sweet. Hit it.
Actually, it goes 2 songs actually because the 2 songs go with the weekend actually.
Yeah, that's great,
Hit.
because Sallie really wants to hear 2 songs, so this is perfect.
On Monday.
And after your songs, DJ, I have a question for you, so go ahead. Hit us with your songs.
Okay, here we go. Yo, my name's GT, man. I'm a real guy. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Yeah, my weekend was so good, man. It was so phenomenal. I'm on the go-karts, man. It was so phenomenal. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This week, I'm having a great week. I'm going to see my husband, man. It's all one rhyme, man. I'm the real DJ. Nobody can bother me, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm DJ Love. I do stuff. Oh, yeah, check it out. Oh, yeah,
Ooh, what
check
was
it out.
that?
Oh, yeah.
It was
I'm
like the
DJ
record.
Love. I'm the real guy. You suckers. Peace.
Peace.
Nice. Wow. That
Very
was
good.
Fantastic. All right. So was that both of them in a mashup, or you have another one?
Well, no, that's on both of them together.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's
okay.
right.
Mashup.
Nice. It's a mashup.
You could remix that and put them together as one song. That
There
would
you
be
go.
pretty sick.
There should be some kind of big remix of all of them.
A mega mix.
A DJ D-Love mega mix. Yeah, I
That'd
like
be
that.
awesome.
All right, DJ, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, bud.
All right, so who do I talk to? Because you have 2 dates where you're scheduled to come in. You have a date in April, and you have a date in August where you're scheduled to come in here. Who?
Yeah, the 22nd of April and the 20th of August, right?
Yes, well, that's the thing.
And Sally thought he forgot the dates.
The April date. Can we do that Friday instead, the 23rd? And
Yeah, that'd be perfect. That'd be good. That'd be great for me.
Oh, all right. I don't have to talk to anybody. You can just. What do? You just go up to the people in your home and just say, "You take me here on April 23rd, or I'll smack you."
No, not like that, Tony. I'm not allowed to move like that. No.
But you get to just call the shots like that, huh?
It's just like more of a silent threat.
No,
like,
I was telling
bring me-
I was telling him I just got to go somewhere on the 23rd
Oh
of
wow,
April.
wow. And well, why don't you do that every weekend then to go see your husband?
Yeah, there's ice I'm going to see in the morning. I can't wait.
Right? Yeah, that'll be fun. All right. So so April 23rd, you'll be in here, and that's a Friday, so you'll be in here.
Sweet.
You lucky bastard.
Yeah. I want Ken to be there. I also want Angel to be there too.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
And
I'm here.
Right. Ken is here. I don't know if you see him on the screen, but.
I see him.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so April 23rd is, and I thank you for switching the date with me because that's very nice of you. All right, so enjoy your weekend. Tell Dorian we said hello, and
Big hugs to Dorian.
And we look forward to hearing all the details of your little weekend with
Not
Dorian
all
on
the
Monday.
details.
All the details.
Not all the
Yeah,
details.
take
you guys have a
pictures.
good weekend too.
I hope you have a lot of details, but you have to
please
share
look
them.
at all my videos and please comment on them.
Absolutely. Oh, and hey, by the way, pal, getting a little serious just for a second. It's been on Facebook a little bit, so I think we can mention it. Felix is sick. Felix is not doing well, so keep him in your thoughts, okay?
I know, yeah. Tell him I hope he feels better.
Absolutely. We all hope he comes out okay. So, all right, have a great weekend. Say hi to Dorian. We'll talk to you Monday.
One more thing before I leave. I was going to say, get well for Felix. I hope you feel better. I miss you, buddy. I hope you feel better. You suckers.
Suckers!
Sweet.
DJ D-Love.
In the house.
So,
Does
yes.
anybody else miss deuces? I kind of miss deuces. And
Tony
booyah.
had a big deuce today.
Did I?
No.
I
And the
couldn't even remember.
sanitizer walks right into the crap joke.
Hey, speaking of vaccinations,
Let's just do that all day long.
Welcome to Segway Friday.
oh, you know what? Actually, I didn't finish saying hi to everybody. I want to see who else is here.
Potpourri.
And then I'll get to my vaccination thing. Let's see. Nikki's there. Hi, Nikki. She says, happy Friday. Joan, we said hi to Joan because she was commenting on the website.
Wow, bunch of Joan watching.
Yeah, wow, look at that. Oh, look at that. Nikki says, go Charlotte. That's nice.
Nice.
And she failed chorus. How do you fail chorus, Nikki? Come on, you got to be, what the?
So Tim is mentioning a thing I did for Shut Up Stupid where I was a thespian.
Yes.
And I interviewed him as kind of a scumbag actor.
Hey,
Kazolakari means dick lick, by the way.
It does?
That's why I put those two words. I looked it up. And so I made my name Nick Kazolakari. And so only somebody who would know Italian would have...
And I'm guessing Saliani did not know that.
Well, I told him that.
Oh, you told him in advance.
I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I came up with this name.
Fremd used to smoke marijuana in high school, which gives the word high school a different meaning.
hey, Andy,
Yeah.
you made reference to like in the comment stream where like Joan's watching a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
I just wanted y'all to know my secret that's when I sneak up to Long Island and I play Ding Dong Ditch at her doorbell. That's why she's got to get off the stream and go answer the door.
Wow, Ken.
April, smack him in the back of the head.
April.
Again.
Smack him in the back of the head.
Get the cane, April.
She can't hear you.
Damn it.
Well, she'll do it anyway.
Right. Just give it a minute. She's going to find a
joke,
reason.
Okay, Fremder appreciated my joke. There's that.
No.
Fremda says marijuana helps so many things in a positive way. Every state would not have it legalized is beyond me. Plus, legalizing it would help pay back all of our country's debts instead of having to raise taxes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the fact that like
Serious right there,
alcohol is legal and pot isn't, whereas like no one dies from pot.
Sallie Annie's laughing at me for saying the younger comedians.
Well, look at Saliani. He says this island stinks. Bunch of trailer trash narcs. Oh my goodness, he's so angry that
There's a lot of anger.
Well, I'm just happy, like, either way, whether, like, certain towns are going to not allow it in or not. Like, I'm just happy that, like, people don't have to, like, lose their lives and go to jail for the stupidness of this,
Well, true.
You don't go to jail for a 6-pack of Budweiser. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, remember the 60s? You had people going away for, like, a joint or two.
Yeah.
Danny Coronado says, what's up, guys? Nice to see Plajanos back in the
Danny.
studio. Well, Danny, we'll have to get you and Andy in here together so I can
we'll
call
call
Elio. There's Kirsten. Hello, Kirsten. Let's see. Andy and I used to huff Scotch Guard in junior high. Did you guys have known each other that long?
No. He went to
joking.
Sayville.
Oh,
I went to Comstock. We used to.
Sayville.
We used to play them in the playoffs fairly
And
often.
kick their asses, I bet.
No,
You went
only
to
the
where?
1 year.
Why do you say Sayville like that? It's not a ritzy town.
A little bit.
Sayville?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sayville. What the heck was the second town? That was a big word.
First down, Sayville. I just remember their
I just
announcer.
thought it was like a basic town. Like, just like a nice town.
Oh, same basic is like a burn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the same as like
Sayville's
Hicksville.
basic.
What was so? Ken was asking, what was the other
not a
town you
sponsor.
mentioned?
Yeah.
Sayville and what?
Oh, like Riverhead earlier?
Sounded like Mishka, but
Oh, I went to Comswag, which is not a
That's the
place.
one.
It's a high school
Got it.
or school district
Right.
That was
yeah.
a tough one to whisper.
in Port Jefferson Station.
I wouldn't want to be misquoted.
That's
trying to
actually a
whisper that
place.
one.
Port Jefferson Station is where Comswag is.
Oh, I know where that is.
Oh, it
That's
didn't
like
work
right
that time.
across the ferry.
And at the top of the hill.
All right, let's see. Taz is watching. Hello, Taz. Jones says Jeff and Rich are the best.
Yeah, they are.
Depends on what you're talking about. You dirty. Well, yeah, you don't have. Oh, yeah, she doesn't have any
who?
bare-chested shots of Rich.
Who?
Joan.
Oh.
Or nobody. I don't think anybody does.
So Rich.
Kind of shows you how smart Rich is.
Tim, Mike,
and Dr. Ken Pichon.
Raz, Inns, and
now you're just going too far.
well, we need to fill this freaking calendar.
Well, true.
Graz could be February.
Why are we just sticking with men?
Because we want it to sell. We'd just be like Sallie, Christy Miller,
Okay.
Sherry Poland.
Okay. all of them together, and then each month has each month.
You can't even speak.
I know, I'm
at
getting
the
all
thought of
excited.
it.
It's
Just
just
like
different
each
types of-
munch.
I know, munch. Yeah.
They're
Freudian
just
slip
boobies.
there, right?
Oh my goodness.
I'd lick that. I'd like that.
Does Tony wear contacts? No, Carrie, I don't.
No, but it's about
You
time.
can get lost in his
You should go to the
eyes, man.
eye doctor. It's,
Yeah,
it's,
it is
it's,
time.
It's about
Beautiful
time.
eyes. And when I made the joke about your brown eye the other day, I was like, are they brown? I'm going to say his other brown eye. You don't understand how long I stress about these, like how I'm going to write. I'm like, brown eye.
You want to hear something weird, though?
Sure.
My eyes changed color when I was in my early 30s.
Yeah. Well, you're from the 70s, so you have mood eyes.
Like mood rings.
Yeah. You didn't have a mood ring when you were?
Yeah, mood rings, yeah, but the mood
So
eyes.
mood eyes?
Yeah.
Yes, now you have
got
mood
it.
eyes.
Fell flat.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It would work on somebody who's smart that would get it.
They're
That's
not
the-
all winners.
No, they are. That's my point. It's this particular audience that's bad. Oh, Gina Conjemi Coffin, Ken, she liked your ding dong ditch
Ring and run.
joke.
Yeah, I think
She's
here
the-
on Long Island it was more
Thanks.
ring and run.
Yeah, it was definitely ring and run here.
Call
yeah.
it ring and run.
Yep.
Sort of like fireflies and lightning bugs. Mm-hmm. Which do you say?
We said lightning bug.
I say lightning bugs.
Lightning bugs.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's well, and I've said this before. Mary, and Mary. The New York metro area is the only place in the country that says those three things differently from each other.
Oh, really?
Everywhere else says Mary, Mary, Mary. Mary
No
got
way,
married.
really?
But they're
And
still
she was
spelled
married.
differently.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
But
were
they're-
the three?
They say
Mary,
Mother.
Red.
They don't say Mother Mary. What are you even talking
Mother
about?
Mary. Mother Mary.
Right, he's right. Ken
Really?
asks, what were the three again?
Mary, and
Marie?
Marie.
Mary Happy, Mary Wed, Mary
And
the
Mary.
woman's
Yeah,
name.
because we go marry.
Oh,
for
Mary.
For marry.
Getting married.
Mary is getting married, and she is Mary. They would say
Who's they?
outside of the New York metro area. Mary is getting married, and she is Mary. That's what they say.
All across America, or
Yes. The New York metro area is
Well,
the
let's
only
find
place.
out. Let's
yeah, no, because I've lived in a bunch of places and I haven't.
have
heard
Ken
that.
Pichelle pronounce that sentence, and let's see.
Say Mother Mary.
Miss Lucy had us. Oh, wrong sentence. Mary is very merry that she's getting married.
Yeah,
They're all this.
absolutely. It was all the same.
They're all the same. He said them all the
Yeah.
same.
I
No, he
know. and I'm
didn't.
s-
Yes, he totally
He
did.
did. The context.
Totally did.
Your brain is putting the context of the sentence, and you
You're
know
just
what he's
fucking
saying.
with me.
I am absolutely not.
Didn't you just hear
You
him?
didn't. You didn't hear. You heard just one word.
No,
I heard
no.
three different.
They were three different words, but
but-
your context, the context of the sentence is how your brain.
Really?
But
Organized it.
you're saying you heard three different pronunciations?
Yeah.
This is sort of like, is this dress blue
Yeah.
and black?
Right?
Really?
Let me try again. Mary, Mary, you're getting married. You look so merry.
I
How's that?
understand what you mean now. That's that's
Just
that's
Isn't that disturbing?
freaking me out.
Isn't it? It's annoying.
You're freaking me out.
It's like there's three different words with like different vowels, different.
Taz
like-
says you're all just weird.
But are you guys saying that I sound like I'm saying them differently, or I sound like I'm
Yes.
saying them the same?
No, the same.
Sounds like
They're
the same.
saying that you're saying them the same. It's just we hear it differently because we know what you're saying.
contextualize your brain. It puts it in context, and so you know what we know what you're saying.
But Mary and Mary.
You know what really
It's different than Mary.
My daughter
Mary.
Charlotte
Mary.
says Washington.
Oh, so do I. Washington.
What?
It's like there's like an R in there.
Washington.
Washington. We're like,
Washington.
where did this come
Washington.
I do the same thing. I've always have, and I've never lived anywhere but here, in this studio. Matt Powell says, "Marry, Mary, B." I pick B, Mary. So Matt, you say, but you don't say Mary. You don't say I'm going to get married. And you're like me. You've been married like 1,800 times. Matt Palace. Is it
Subtle.
Is it
Very
lawn
subtle.
or lawn?
Lawn.
Coffee or coffee?
The way that you cancel a New York metro area
But you
accent
don't want to because you're proud of it.
is to smile when you speak.
Really?
Water.
Let's test that out.
Water.
Hey, get off
Water.
my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn.
I'm coughing
It
about
is your tongue
he's
up.
right. Yeah.
coffee.
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 I say
Wow.
coffee. Coffee.
Washington.
It worked.
It's like New Yorkers can't smile unless they're making fun of someone, so they have to.
Right. Exactly.
Up yours.
Now here's a question, Andy.
Go fuck yourself.
What?
Fremder just typed, "I was so married to marry Mary," but he used the woman's name in all three places. So, like, would you read that differently, or would that cause you to read it the same?
We would read that as Mary, as the name Mary. If that
Mary,
was-
Mary.
I didn't see.
Why you bugging?
Where is
Yeah,
it?
that's freaky.
Mary. I wonder how Mary Poppins would be pronounced and speak. That one? No.
Mary.
He wrote it's
Mary.
it's right
Mary.
there. I was so married to I was so married to Mary.
Mary.
Right, that's how we would say it.
Mary.
I was so married to Mary.
I feel like, but it feels different in my mouth.
I'm glad I can make your mouth feel different,
My
Sally.
mouth feels all different now, with all the
I'm
Marys
so
in my
glad that
mouth.
you guys are open to new experiences.
This Mary tastes a lot different than the other Mary.
We're going to go in the hot tub after this and really explore our
And
mouths.
rinse your mouth out.
Really explore our mouths there. Do new interesting things.
Like I feel different. Like Mary.
You'll be smiling, so you won't
Mary.
be speaking with your New
You'll
York
be Mary.
accent. Be very merry.
Not to add to it, but I feel like my jaw drops more with Mary. Don't you? like Mary, Mary.
Your
Like,
jaw dropped in Mary this morning.
Mary.
I feel like I'm
Mary.
imitating a monkey when I say Mary.
Mary.
Mary. Mary. Mary. Mary. Linguistics.
This was interesting. I love this stuff. It's interesting.
Well, I'm a cartophile. I love maps, and there's somebody they did a linguistics study and made a map, and it shows you across the country what people say, like pop versus Coke.
Yeah, I love that stuff too.
Right,
Cola
yeah.
and stuff like that, and heroes.
Yeah.
Subs, grinders, hoagies.
Right. The first time I ever went to Ohio, late 80s, early 90s, I asked, I was getting a Coke for someone, and I asked for a Coke, and they had no idea what I was talking about. And I was looking at them like, what do you mean? You don't know Coke? And then somebody came over and said, you talking about pop? I'm like, yes. Can I get a small pop?
You fucking people.
A pop.
I knew a guy from Oklahoma who, he goes, they're all called Cokes. And I'm like, no, they're not.
Right.
Coke is a
Root beer.
brand name.
Right.
Well, no, like, what if you want a Sprite? You ask for a lemon lime Coke.
I think Pepsi
Really?
would be
Yeah.
a little upset.
A lemon lime Coke.
And I said that. What about if you want a Pepsi and not a Coca-Cola? You ask for a Pepsi Coke. I'm like, you're
No.
adding steps. See,
Yet
this is New
you
York
don't.
versus everywhere else. It's like, no, we just want to get it done. That's why our accent drops a lot of the hard
Yeah.
consonants at the end.
Right.
Like, oh my God, you wouldn't believe what happened the other day. Versus,
Right.
oh my God, you wouldn't believe what happened the other day. Like, they pronounce everything.
Yeah, it's all
We're
one
just-
word.
We're the minority when it comes to this stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is, just to get to the point. Just get there.
Yeah.
That's like when we had the Lonely Ones on a couple of weeks ago, that band,
Yeah.
the Lonely Ones. These guys, I think they're scared of New York.
Right.
You guys had these big, giant, we couldn't get our bus through in the city there. You guys were crazy. We couldn't get through.
Did you try lube?
Yeah. Didn't you hear them when they came on the parkway? They had to like lower their tires to get through.
Yeah, because, they went on the parkway. with
Yeah.
their
The
bus.
cop's like, oh, you're going to have to like lower your tires, take the air out, kind of roll through, get some Vaseline.
You see what Gina said? And with that, I need to shut you off since I'm with my mom.
Sorry, Gina, since you're not here.
Aaron White, and you can't explain why it's not pronounced that way because it makes no sense.
It's funny
she's
to me
talking
that
about
people
Oregon.
are protective of their moms.
Oregon.
Like, how do you think you got there, Gina? You know, like, why are you so protective of your mother? She probably knows more than we do.
What her ears made of glass? That's what we used to say. Because my wife, when we were dating, and I'd be bartending, and you always had these like cops and firemen around, and they would always go, "Excuse my language," after they would curse.
Right.
My wife's like, "It's okay. Like, you're not gonna hurt my ears. Like, her ears are not made of glass. You can say what you want."
Right.
Oh, good. Okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't want to hurt your pretty little head with my big, dirty,
With my
damaging
with
words.
my language.
I'm sorry, darling.
Yeah. Honey.
One time in England, I ordered a Coke. The waiter replied, "1 cock coming up."
Woohoo!
That's always a fun thing to watch, like soccer games, international soccer matches.
Right.
There was a guy, and we pronounce Koch, either Koch or Coke, but it should be pronounced internationally. It's pronounced cock, but because it's not, there was a Harry Koch. Like, there was a footballer from Germany named Harry Koch, and yeah.
All right, so Joe and I have noticed the comments, but no, I did not see it. Did you leave? You did leave and came back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not intentionally leave, but yeah, like my Zoom froze up. We kind of got thunderstorms passing through. So I don't know what happened, but yeah. So I was
really?
dropped and got myself back here just like that.
But maybe we didn't notice so he was probably just frozen up there, which maybe that's why we didn't notice.
Probably. Yeah. Like what? Down the south, there's like a lot of hurricanes going on right now.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I think it was the part where we were completely ignoring it.
Joan noticed that I was gone, and
She
Joan
did.
noticing that I was gone is good enough for me.
And then one thing about Fremda's comment about the waiter saying 1 cock coming up, they actually brought him a cock, and Fremda still took it.
Right.
That's the one
Yeah,
part
he
he
did.
left out. Yeah.
Took the whole thing.
All right, so anyway, talking about the vaccination, which I started like a half hour ago.
Segway Friday.
Well, look at it. Now she's leaving.
Oh, you suddenly anti-vax?
You're actually hot in here?
No, but I don't know. Andy's forehead's getting a little sweaty, so I was trying to help him out.
Oh, I'm Greek. I'm swarthy.
It felt a little warm in here. I mean, I'm fine, but like you guys look like you were hot.
Oh, well,
Especially
yeah,
Andy.
we are. Yeah, well, that talk with you guys
Just wants
about
to see my
new
nipples, you
experiences
guys.
in your mouth. Jeff Bosey, Advanced Edition. Have a great day. Love seeing Andy, or as I call him, Mary, who makes me merry that I want to marry.
Aw.
Same, Jeff. Same.
I want to marry you too, Jeff. Jeff Advance.
You too, Matt Palace. All right, people starting to leave. Well, I just wanted to quickly mention, did you guys see that they now have vaccination shirts? Did you guys see this?
No.
Oh, like if you got your vaccine?
No.
You wear it?
No, when you go to get your vaccine, so there's like a button on your sleeve up here, so you just unbutton it, and it's just a little flap that comes down. They get you with the vaccine, then you put it back up.
That's so funny.
Yep.
Usually they want me to just take my shirt down as I do it. Like,
Woo! I don't know what you mean. Show us.
Get vaccinated, Sallie.
Right. Every other rock and roll song has Sally. In it.
Sally!
Ken Pichelle, quick, right now, name all the rock and roll songs that have the word Sally in it. Go.
oh, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Oh, gosh.
So
Yeah.
look back in anger.
If you come up with
By
3,
Oasis.
that's a lot.
Mustang
I
Sally.
didn't think of that one.
Miss Sally had a steamboat.
Miss Sally had a steamboat? Is that a
Steamboat
children's?
had a
Miss Sally
bell.
had a steamboat. The steamboat had a bell. Miss
We're gonna
Sally
keep calling
fell
back to
upon
that.
it and broke her little.
Come on, Ken, that's all you got?
Huey Lewis has Little Sally Walker.
Well, that's an old song. Yeah, he did it, but that's an old
Wow.
song.
I know.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to listen to that on the way home.
Long Tall Sally. Thank you, Elizabeth. Little Richard.
Oh, there you go.
Lay Down Sally by Clapton. Come on, Ken, I thought you'd nail this. Come on.
Mustang Sally.
Well, he said that
I
one.
said
all right.
Mustang. I said
Right.
Vaccine Sally. 'cause,
Vaccine. Oh, I'm surprised nobody did that parody. Vaccine Sally! Or not.
Someone request a vaccine parody.
that was
I'll see
it?
what I can do.
Oh, that was it.
That was it.
Not all of them are
Well,
winners.
I think we now know why nobody's done that yet. It takes time to do these things,
It
Tony.
is.
And that's what you'll get April 21st when I'm playing the Governors. That show, by the way, has sold out.
Holy shnikes.
We're
Boy,
adding a second date.
You guys sold out 30% of the club.
That's
Such a
right.
great-
100 people, damn it.
No,
I know.
nice.
I was
That's
looking at him.
actually-
He's like, they're really nervous that they really need to sell out. I'm like, it's like, how hard could that
But you
be?
don't know how people are going to react. Like,
Right.
I'm actually, April 2nd, I'm out with Tim, Carla.
Oh,
and
you're doing
Mike.
that with them?
Yeah,
Oh,
out in
nice.
Riverhead. So
Yeah, good for you.
Because we can't all be on the big stage here. But yeah, like like you don't know how many people are gonna even show up.
Right.
Because some people are still like, oh no.
I think a lot. We're all getting our vaccines. We all want to get out.
I had my second one.
You
We,
did have the
we
second
both
one,
have
yeah,
our
yeah.
appointments in April.
It's weird though. It doesn't seem to be any middle ground. It's either I'm ready to go out, I am going to stay in some longer.
Right.
I'm going to stay in some longer. Whatever, you know what I mean.
No. Sadly, no.
Like you want to stay inside longer?
Yes.
Until you finish?
Yes. He's going to get all sweaty again.
That's what I thought you meant.
That's what I'm going to think.
All right. That movie Nobody finally comes out today in the theaters. That movie with what's his name? The guy that plays
Oh.
Odenkirk.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the?
Do you know what movie?
Huge.
Have you seen the trailer?
No,
for
I
this?
heard Howard Stern talking about it. But
Oh, really? Yeah, we saw the trailer like 6 months ago or
Yeah,
something.
it finally comes out today in theaters.
But I saw Raya and the Last Dragon. Did you guys see that yet?
No. Sorry.
It's on Disney.
Yeah, we're done with
Disney Plus.
with that stuff. We don't have to see Up anymore.
That is a sad
The
movie.
Wiggles.
Yes, we saw that before we had kids, and we were crying.
Oh, you know,
by the end of the opening credits.
Kevin
yeah,
would-
the opening. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin would want to go see these movies, but then he would be like, he goes, "Are you gonna cry? Like, are you gonna cry?" I'm like, "I'm gonna cry, so just shut up."
My brother and I are always we always say things like Pixar is Aramaic for make adults cry.
If you don't cry during Toy Story 3, you just go kill yourself.
That's
because
the saddest moment in any movie.
you
is in
do
that.
you do
I'm
like
gonna
the
disagree.
No, you
Well,
didn't see it.
wait, no, I
you
did
didn't
see
see it.
I saw 3.
You saw 3?
There's 4 of them, right?
Yes, there are 4.
I saw. I didn't see 4. I saw 3. 3 was when they're in the trash compactor. And
Yes, and that's the saddest scene. Is they've been put in. They're in the incinerator.
Yeah.
And they all look at each other, and Buzz is like, "Come on, guys, we got to do something." And he looks around, and they've all accepted their fate.
That
death. This is it.
Okay.
This is it.
It
It's
happens
over.
every toy.
Have y'all not seen Brother Bear?
No, forget Brother Bear. Snoopy come home. When Snoopy leaves,
That's so dated though.
So
That's
what?
Like a 70s.
when
kinda
Snoopy
thing.
leaves Charlie Brown to go back to his original owner, saddest part in any movie ever.
Yeah.
Telling you,
It's nothing compared to like Up.
Where they all hold
Yeah.
they all hold hands like this is it.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
but that didn't make me sad. That actually pissed me off. That scene, because this is a kids' movie, just like Bambi pissed me off.
They were fine. The kids are fine. It's us.
Yeah.
We're dealing with death and darkness for these kids. This should be a happy
Did
movie.
you see The Last Unicorn? Which
No.
Well, I'm younger
one
younger
has,
than you
Andy.
guys.
Yeah,
Enough.
your kids are younger.
Well, no, I'm talking. This came out in like 1982, so I
Oh
would have
no,
been. I was
I
7.
didn't. I thought it just came out.
No, and it was like The Last Unicorn, and this bull had like killed all of the unicorns.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
no, it was like terrible, and yeah, there
I'm
were
sure they had it coming.
Watership Down. Well, you could back then Watership Down. Back then, adults saw cartoon and said, "Oh, it's a children's movie."
Yeah, and then see, our parents didn't watch stuff like that with us, but we sat there with all of them. Like, what's the one animated movie with the senses, like the
Inside Out.
Yeah.
Inside Out. Like, I watched this with my 2 kids. We had just moved back to Long Island, so I had to pull my kids out of school to go to Long Island, and it was like it triggered so I'm sitting in between them, and they're like, "This is a great movie," and I'm like doing like the Oprah ugly cry. Like I'm like
Oh, when Bingo doesn't make it out of the.
yeah, it's
Oh,
awful.
that's terrible. That's also another sad one. I'm like, every time I'd watch it, and so Daphne has graduated to Marvel movies.
Yeah,
Do you know
thank
which
God
one?
for that.
Do you know which one she has to watch over and over and over again? Endgame. And that's like watching 9/11 over
Yeah.
and over and over again.
It
Where you're
is.
just like, or the Infinity War and Endgame, like the combination of the two, where you're just like the end where Spider-Man's like, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good."
Yeah.
And I remember seeing in the theater and
Yeah.
like adults openly, or the end of Endgame when I'm Iron Man, and like I was sitting. I was at in Stony Brook.
Yeah,
and,
it was
and it
so
was
sad.
big theater, and I was towards the front, and I kind of turned around, and I looked at everybody just to kind of take in the moment.
Yeah.
And there were adults sobbing.
Yeah, well, some of them, thank goodness a lot of them came back. But there's like some of them that didn't. Like, I'm really going to miss Iron Man. I'm really going to miss, a lot of the characters. It hurts. Like, you've been watching them for a decade. Oh, Black Widow, they picked a date.
July
9th.
That's Daphne. We've been
Yeah. It was supposed to come out, last May 1st or something.
March.
So,
Yeah.
March. It was supposed to be in March.
really? I
Then
thought
it
it
got
was
kicked
May.
to May.
Okay.
Then it got kicked to November, like the week between my
Yeah.
daughter Daphne and my birthday.
Yeah.
And then it got kicked again to March.
Yeah.
Then May, and now I guess July. Hopefully
July 9th. But either way, it's going to come out July 9th because they're either going to have it in the theater and they're going to stream it. So you just have your choice.
Sweet.
Taz says she doesn't cry at movies.
Never?
I cry at fucking coffee commercials.
Yeah, me too.
Folgers, you're my gift.
I get a little bit clammed.
Like,
Just knew he wanted that cup of coffee.
And my wife and I were always like, "Don't look at me. You don't look at me." Like both of us are just like.
Sallie and I got my first grade teacher played Watership Down. It was the start of a long history of me ruining people's lives.
You know all the rabbits die, right?
Fremdar cries at the end of every Pixar movie. Not a joke. I actually have feelings. Camp Michelle, what is your opinion? What is your saddest movie? Was it Brother Bear? Is that what you said before?
Oh, you know what
that one stands out to me in the kid movies. What, Sallie?
I never saw Brother Bear. What is that?
It's
Brother Bear?
Bunch of bears.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess
It's
there's
3
bears,
bears
siblings,
that are brothers.
Yeah.
Do you remember the movie The Champ with little Ricky Schroeder? Are you old enough to remember
Yes,
that?
I do remember the champ.
Oh
yeah.
my God! I remember what a scene when he's dying and the kid's like, "Champ!" champ. like,
Well, the
like I'm gonna make it through this movie.
What was the one? It was the yearling. Was that the deer?
Yeah.
That was it. Old Yeller.
Oh yeah.
That's when we saw in school was Old Yeller.
Yeah.
Gary says the end of Field of Dreams. Yeah, that's a good choice.
There was the Challenger exploding. Oh, that really happened.
You and the Challenger thing. You have a problem with that?
No, I was. You know what? I was.
Anyone who has 10 Challenger jokes, there's a problem.
They're terrible. I didn't come up with them. I just repeated them. They're street jokes. Need another 7 astronauts. No Bud Light. But I was home from school. So I was, all the kids who were at school, they wheeled the TV out of the
TV
room
in,
and they
yeah.
kind of dealt with it. I was by myself at home, just like they're okay, right? Yeah. Oof. Thank God that the TV resolution wasn't as good as it is
Yeah,
today.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, the end of
think of that the
Dumbo
other-
is awful.
Tim Saliani, Saving Private Ryan, graveyard scene. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But I do have to tell you, Tim prefers Saving Ryan's Privates. Lynn Riley, my daughter was 6 watching Pinocchio, boo-hoo faced when she washed up on shore after being in the whale. I never took them to see Disney movies again.
Yeah, the moms in Disney usually, they don't do so well.
All right, so Ken, your favorite, your saddest movie?
What movie did you cry at? Just
Snoopy Come Home!
But you cried as a child. What about like as an adult?
Have a slice of pizza, you.
Because you don't usually sit there bawling.
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I'm like,
I've been sitting here thinking, Tony.
like I can't even see out of my eyes
Brother Bear
sometimes.
stands out to me.
The end of Outside of Providence also kind of gets me because it's like sort of that coming of age young
I
man,
think I saw that.
directionless.
What is that? That
It's
sounds
Alec
familiar.
Baldwin plays the dad, and the kid is really smart, and so they send him to. He gets a scholarship to the school, but he starts screwing off.
Yeah.
there.
I forgot it. Oh, Lynn says Ghost and Always.
What's always?
Always was a good
That
movie.
was Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, he's
Richard
a ghost.
Dreyfuss is the ghost.
Yeah,
Richard Dreyfuss is a ghost.
Yeah, he died. He's what do you call? He's an airline. When you drop the stuff on the forest fire.
Bomber.
I want to say
I forget what they're called.
Tab Hunter was in the original of this movie, and it's
Right.
basically fighter pilot dies, and then the person he was training starts dating his
His
lady,
girl- right.
special lady.
So he's like guiding the guy as a ghost. He's guiding the guy to do the right thing. So he gets the girl.
Right,
Wow.
and so that she's happy, so she won't be sad
Yes.
anymore.
Right.
Wow.
And
A little controlling. Just go die.
No, it's fucking weird.
Is
It's like when you realize John Lennon was smacking around women, and I didn't mean to hurt you. Yes, I did. I didn't
Apparently
mean
you
to
did.
make you cry, but don't tell anybody, or
after I
I'll hurt
did.
you even worse. Maybe you'll die. Right? Those were the original lyrics.
Those were the original lyrics. Not many people know that. I thought it was a good movie. I liked Always. Well, plus because Holly Hunter was the girl.
Oh, really? Yeah, I really like her.
Well,
She's the
And,
best.
and John Goodman was in that too. Who I have to say, John Goodman is one of my favorite actors.
He is a
he's
really good
phenomenal.
actor.
He's unbelievable. I
Yeah.
love him.
It's shocking. Yeah.
He's just known for doing goofy things, but he is such a great actor.
I'm a huge Big Lebowski fan.
Yeah.
And I mean him in that people, most of the quotes people quote from that movie are his.
Yeah.
Over the line.
Right.
Marking a foul, dude. This isn't Vietnam, Smokey. There are rules.
Outside Providence is the second best Farrelly
Farrelly.
Brothers movie. Oh, okay, next to Kingpin, sure.
Big Earn is now above the law.
Oh, chances
Favorite line
are.
from
I forgot about that movie too.
I like that movie. I thought that was good. It was cheesy, but it was good.
Fremda cried at the end of Mandalorian more than I've ever cried, even when my wife made me watch The Notebook.
I've never seen The Notebook.
That's fine.
I've also never seen a Christmas romance movie. Excuse me.
What do you mean?
Lifetime movie. Like any of those, like that the Films on Tap guys did
I'm very jealous.
They gave the
Oh, you haven't seen Love Actually?
I've seen Love
You gotta
Actually.
see Love Actually. That's a
but
good
not
movie.
any of the Hallmark ones. But
Okay, yeah, I would stay away from the Hallmark.
Sally and it
ones.
says Awakenings. All right, that's my answer.
Awakenings
Awakenings
is a sad
made
one.
me cry. Absolutely. And then I saw an interview with De Niro that he did maybe just 10 years ago where he talked about that movie, and he couldn't even talk about the movie. He just started weeping. It was like that. He just started weeping and made total sense to me. That movie would make me cry. Ken, have you come up with one yet?
Tony, I am still researching your question, and I have come to find that I obviously don't watch movies because I've already gone through a list of 50 movies and not found one, so I'm on a list of 100 right now.
Wow.
Wow.
what are you? Did you search for sad movies?
I watched so
Saddest
many movies.
of all time.
That's all you watch is
I
sad
know.
movies.
I
No,
cried at the
bad
end
movies.
of Gunga Din.
I cried at the end of that TV show Parenthood, but those were tears of joy. Yeah. I was thrilled.
You
It was
cried
over.
throughout
Made
the
me
entire.
cry.
Yes, from the first episode until the last one, I was crying.
I'd be like,
yeah.
"Do you want to watch another episode?" Okay. Okay.
Do I get to touch your butt?
Just at the end, and if you cry, and if you ask when we're going to watch the next episode, then you can
Oh,
touch
Tony.
one cheek.
I'm really starting to care about these characters.
See, that would.
I am emotionally invested in this series.
Thank you for watching this with me.
I want to talk about this more.
Tony,
Yes, sir.
Calling me again. I got one.
Oh, he's got one.
Okay.
Ken, what is your...
Lay it on us.
I remember at least being pretty sad at this movie, The World According to Garp.
It's a great book.
It's a great book. Who? Irving? Who did it?
Can
Who
I
wrote it?
read?
Oh, it's gonna kill me.
What,
I read a couple of their books because of the World of the Wizards Group.
what was the
I
last
think
thing you
it's
just
John
said, Ken?
Irving. I'm not sure. No, I have to know.
Just The World According to Garp. And, well, I mean, I'm on Google, so I can find out who wrote it for y'all.
The book was fantastic. I saw
Yeah.
the movie too. The movie was really good.
Yeah, movie's good, and it's Robin Williams and John
Yeah.
Lithgow as a
John
transvestite.
Lithgow is so funny.
And it
But
had wrestling.
it loses some of its brutality.
And the
from
mom, who
book.
played the mom? She was.
Glenn Close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
John Irving.
Yeah.
Are-
So John Irving.
John Irving.
John Irving.
Actually, the reason I cried at the end of The Mandalorian, says Fremder, was because I didn't know what to do with myself on Friday nights anymore until WandaVision started.
Right.
I can't wait to see Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Time,
Well,
Tra-
you
Time
didn't watch it
Traveler's
last week?
Wife. I didn't see the movie, but the book was fantastic.
You didn't watch Falcon and Snowman last week?
Oh, I did.
Oh.
That's why I think I have to watch the second episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that's today, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Time Traveler's Wife, Saving
Oh,
Mr. Banks.
yeah.
We're on a roll now. Rocky
Never saw
3.
that. He dies.
What's
Yeah.
the
You know what? Go to Florida, you prick. No.
what's the one with Meet Joe Black?
Oh
Never
yeah,
saw that
I
either.
like that.
I had some sad moments on that one.
I like that movie.
And then I think it was Carrie mentioned Field of Dreams before. Sometimes that one gets me at the
Yeah.
end. Sometimes.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Yes.
Very
yes.
sad I wasn't there.
Yep.
Makes me cry.
Makes me cry.
It makes me cry that it was Dallas.
Did I ever tell you I came this close to meeting Tracy Lords?
Thank you for finishing that sentence.
Came this close while sitting next to
You
you.
got 2 children, so twice at least.
It's from sitting next to you. It's not just Sally, honey. I almost met Tracy Lords. It was this close to meeting Tracy Lords. That would have been cool.
What got in the way?
Sally.
No. This was long before. This is while this is still during your abandonment phase when you left Long
When I
Island
left you.
and everybody behind.
It's just a vast, desolate.
He's not still
wasteland.
bitter.
She had. This is mid '90s. She actually made an album.
Right. I
And
remember this.
a buddy of mine who was in the music business got passes to the release party.
Right.
And
She actually called it the release party.
yeah. And we were all set to go, and we were all, as I'm sure there was probably 25 other nerds like us that were going to be Tracy Lords. But the day of, he canceled on me. I don't remember what the reason was.
Motherfucker.
But yeah, it was a lame reason too. I was
Right.
pissed. And then we saw the Daily News or the Post the next day had a picture of her from this party where she looked fantastic.
Right.
And I shoved it right in literally shoved it in his face. I go, that could have been us. But again, you're like every other stupid jerk.
That picture was a much better view than you ever would have gotten.
Yeah.
True.
You would have been by the punch ball.
I once went to this. I can't remember exactly what it was for, but there was a player for Simeon Rice played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it was this big party. A friend of mine got tickets for us, and me and my best friend went in, and he was a good look. My buddy was a really good looking guy, former sniper for the Marine Corps.
Oh, wow.
Suffolk County cop. He was like hitting the lottery for any girl that he decided to pay attention
sure.
to. And so we go into this thing, and I bought a new outfit to go to this, and we're there. We're having drink, whatever the alcohol du jour was. We're drinking, and he starts chatting up this girl. Now you could tell she's totally into him. She goes and gets her friend. Now he comes over to me and is like, "Hey, listen, I think we're." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And so we're looking at the two of them, and this is what I see. The one first, I'm going to be the one that is into my buddy. This is the other one. And I'm like, I'm really sorry, Rob. Like, you no go on that one.
I thought you were going to tell me that they both came over, but both left with him.
That if he was by himself, but me having to be there, like I was the fat ugly friend.
I think personally, I think you should work that into your act. By the way, I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, that was very funny.
Yeah,
I never have, but that was, and my wife hates that story because to her it devalues.
My man is beautiful.
She's like, "You're beautiful, baby."
And I'm
You're
like,
so
what?
much better than him.
You would have wanted me to hook up because we were living together, and
She's
not
rooting for
married
you,
yet,
even
but-
in the past. She's rooting for you.
like I was never gonna do anything with this girl. Like, yeah, but the least she could have done was talk to you.
Could have felt her up.
Carrie says, "Sounds like how close I got to meeting Billy Joel." We met Billy Joel.
A couple of times.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. The Grand Budapest Hotel. That's a fantastic movie. Very
I
sad.
love that movie.
What's that? I don't know that. What is that?
I'm going to make you watch that because you'll like
Judi
it.
Dench or,
and
Helen Mirren?
Bill.
Dev Patel.
Yeah, Bill.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Who's the guy from?
I could do this. Just give me anything.
Pirate Radio. Bill Nighy.
Bill Nighy,
Yeah, he's in it. Such a good movie.
All right.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Ken, any others? Or is it just that one?
You cold, heartless prick.
Really?
Last
You
of
are dead
the
inside.
Dogmen. Last of the Dogmen is one of my favorite movies. It's not as well known.
Yeah, I don't know
it's
that
about,
one.
It's about like a long lost Indian tribe that's hidden through some pass in the forest or something. Last of the Mohicans is probably, I think.
Stay
that
alive. Wherever you go, I will find you. Stay alive.
There you go.
You know what gets me?
The Outsiders.
The
Stay gold,
Outsiders.
Pony Boy.
Pony Boy.
I actually did that
Pony
play
Boy.
once. I was Johnny.
Oh, really?
I played the
Really,
Ralph
yeah?
Macchio part. Yes.
Look at you.
Oof, Johnny.
Yeah. See,
Another-
stick it to that girl who didn't want you.
In that realm,
That was Johnny.
Another do it for Johnny, man. Another downer movie in that '80s kind of subgenre is Over the Edge. That was kind of a sad movie. It's about
Who's
kids
that?
It was about a bunch of kids that were in trouble, and I just remember it as like being sad-ish.
I don't remember that movie.
Yeah.
You know what gets me sometimes? Sometimes Forrest Gump when he's talking to Jenny's grave. That gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for probably giving me AIDS.
I
Exactly
know.
right.
I was worried about that. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, is no one else worried about this?
Well, no, because he banged her 5 years earlier. Because when he met the son, the kid was 5 years old, and she developed AIDS after that.
Oh, all right. I feel better.
So he was safe. So now you guys can cry, now, knowing that Forrest is safe.
I feel better.
Great movie.
Still don't feel so hot. Like she didn't do anything then again with her when they hooked back up?
No,
cried
she
at
was
the
sick
end
at
of
that point.
Deliverance.
So yeah, I mean, so either way, the guy got screwed because he either got AIDS or he didn't get laid after they got married.
We used to, like everybody has a Forrest Gump impression, right?
Yeah.
And when that movie first got on HBO, it was, HBO plays things like crazy. And I used to hang out in my friend's room. This is in North Dakota. And I've seen that movie a million times
too.
in every stage of inebriation.
Yeah.
Even through the hangover and recovery. So we used to sit around and just say shit that would like just take it on the worst possible turn.
Yeah.
So my favorite was always and because they would actually be like, "Stop! Please stop doing it." My daddy used to take me back behind the woodshed, and we'd do things. Daddy always said if I told Mom about the games we played, he'd hurt her.
So funny.
So, yeah.
Friend was like, I cried at the end of Deliverance. Do you remember the end of Deliverance? That was so weird.
Middle of
Goodness.
Deliverance.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
made
it'd be
me
the
cry,
middle,
yeah.
because at the end it was just like, well, I'm not going to want to see you because I don't want to talk about someone put it in my butt, so I'll contact you in a few years. Okay then.
Was it because your ball bag was completely empty for how many times you jerked off while watching?
Sallie Annie says Jenny is the biggest piece of shit in movie history.
Yeah, no shit. By far. And how many movies about Hitler are there? I mean, come on. Like, I love that where they do the translation, and it's like they've done it for everything, and it's some movie, and I think it's an English movie or German movie, and it's Hitler the final days in the bunker.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, all right, everybody leave, and people always edit in their own kind of
right.
things. I watch
What they think happens.
I can watch like a million of those because they're always hilarious. And usually they're like when somebody loses an election, they have that, and like they made like Hillary Clinton be Hitler basically by what he was saying. Yeah, love those.
Well, speaking of Hitler, Life is Beautiful. That movie made me cry.
Life is beautiful. Is it? Yes.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Like that movie, I couldn't even watch again for a while because it was just so much, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of these movies that I just don't even want to watch.
I have a hard time watching it again.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh my God!
Wait, what?
I sobbed so much during that movie.
Walking
Little Miss-
out,
Yeah.
still tears coming down my face, and I turned to my wife and I said, "I hate that I'll never get to watch this movie for the first time again."
Yeah.
What part makes you guys cry in that
It's
movie?
probably one of my favorite movies.
When they get up and dance?
When he realized that he can't go,
yeah.
he's colorblind and he can't go be a pilot, and he's shown such willpower.
Right, and he starts running. Yeah.
Like you're just like, oh
Yeah.
my God! Like here's the one person out of all of them who's really got his shit together, and he really has incredible willpower.
Oh yeah,
And here it is, the chink in his armor.
I cried also when Olive is on stage and everyone comes up there and helps her.
Yes.
And it's like this is like I don't care.
joyful,
Like I just
right.
it's like this amazing feeling. Like yes, your family is so fucked up, but you are the most amazing family. Like
Right.
you just did this for her.
Absolutely.
And like it was just so beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so
I loved it.
What is Taz talking about? Oh my God, Mr. Plajanos, thanks. The one where Robert Duvall gets jerked off by a robot. What the hell is she
What?
talking about?
This was just on.
Is that really a movie?
Yeah.
Robert Duvall gets it on with a robot?
Why my brain? Like I'm sorry. I'm emotionally spent after reliving
Talking about
Sally's
Little
telling
Miss
like your part. I'm
Sunshine.
like I'm getting goosebumps. I'm like
I know.
together, Andy. Not our
That is a great movie.
camera.
I love that movie.
That is a great movie, yeah.
Yes, really do love it.
All right, but what is she talking about?
My brain is it? It's not.
I don't know.
Westworld. God, I'm trying to think.
Robert Duvall gets it. That's like, that disturbs me.
Oh, Ice Pirates! What a great movie. Tim said it's not sad. It's
Ice
hilarious.
Pirates. I've never heard of that. Robert Urich.
Saw that in the theater. That was a
What's that other one he made with Timothy Hutton? Turk 182.
Turk 182.
I saw that in the
Great-
theater.
That's a great movie. That's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, The Theory of Everything was a great movie.
Street from SWAT.
Anyone notice how brave I'm being? That it's 12:37.
Thank you.
know.
I haven't whined once.
Well, it's because
Not one eye roll.
funny 'cause
Andrew's here.
I didn't realize doubling my Zoloft would have this kind of effect on everyone. It's like I'm giving it off as a
She's
paranoid.
enjoying that different feeling in her mouth.
Or putting off the hot tub, which looks like it's almost at the right temperature, you guys.
Yeah, Carrie
Just
said Goodwill Hunting.
Saunter
That
over
was-
there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about movies. Carrie.
Yeah,
Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill
That was in
Hunting
one
was
of the
great.
lists that I saw.
Goodwill Hunting would make you cry.
Yeah. When he's like, "It's not your fault.
It's
Yeah.
not your fault.
Don't you
do
fucking
it.
It's not
do
your
that.
fault.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Oh my
It's
God.
not your
Matter of fact, Billy Geyer and I were gonna do.
Were you gonna do that?
We were gonna do that scene. And we weren't quite sure how we were going to make it funny because every time I watch it, I start crying.
Just the visual of you and Billy Geyer doing that scene makes me laugh.
Right. And I think we should just do a shot-for-shot remake.
Right.
of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that would be probably
That is a
do
great
all right.
movie.
Yes.
And what was the other movie that you mentioned? Beautiful Mind. I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah,
movie-
that was good.
Well, I don't know if that would make me cry though. That's a
I
great
wouldn't
movie.
have cried, but
Really great movie. But
Yeah. I just think of game theory, being a math person, the game theory that he was a pioneer with.
genius.
It's just amazing. And that's something that I always say to myself, I wish I'd taken more classes in game theory and kind of gone down that road.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you become with my sociopathic tendencies, I could go around manipulating everybody.
sorry, I don't mean to. But Saliani, I think, nailed it. You got to do that scene.
Torix.
Do that scene as Forrest Gump and Carl from Sling Blade doing the scene from Good Will Hunting. I think that would work. I think that's pretty funny.
I just want to see Billy. Billy would just be hilarious. Like, don't you fucking do this to me.
It would be funny. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
That or, I could do, because I don't think Billy does voices necessarily. So I could probably do that. The Forrest Gump. Don't you fucking do this to me, Forrest. I don't know if you guys thought that he was Will in that situation or Robin Williams' character.
Yeah, I'm thinking Forrest Gump would be Robin Williams. What does that say, Ken?
Combinatronics.
Right.
Combinatorics.
Torics.
That would be the field that you're referring to?
It's related, at least,
Right.
to game theory, I think.
Yeah. It's, yeah. Well, I'm not going to bore everybody. This is the end.
Sure, he says that now after an hour and a half.
well, it's 12:40, so
It's 12:40, man.
let's mosey on home.
Discrete structures, more math topics. Segway Friday. Segue us to something better than math, y'all.
Speaking
Come
of
on.
homicide.
All right, so
You plan the party, they'll plan the murder.
Real murder this time.
one of these days. All right, we're out of here. It's Friday. So we have Tim Saliani tonight with films on tap. Tim and Carla and Kevin and Jim and Vinny and Rocco.
They're talking
other
about what?
Films on tap tonight.
Outtakes tonight, right?
Oh, are they?
Your favorite outtakes.
Oh, that's a good one. I'd like to watch
I
that.
think so. I just answered, Tim had a question that asked what director's cut.
That's what I mean.
Oh, that's
okay.
not outtakes.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
You got me all excited.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, director. I thought. Explain director's cut?
They
So
recut it.
what ends up happening, and I'll use the example
Shouldn't they
of
do
the
it
one
the first
that
time? I don't get it.
Well, not all directors get final cut
Right.
on their movies.
Right.
Like the studio sometimes retains that. And in the case of Highlander 2, which is what I said was the director's cut really vastly improved the cut of the movie.
I'm gonna watch that because Highlander 1 I thought was like perfection.
Don't
but
ever watch the Highlander 2.
I did watch
where they're
Highlander 2
aliens
and I'm
everything.
like,
no, the director took, that's not the direction he was going. There were a bunch of financial reasons why they had to
Yeah, it was weird.
Give up on it. And the studio took over and cut it how they wanted to. There's a scene where they show him at the bottom of an elevator shaft after he's been thrown, and they actually show the chase and him falling into the elevator shaft after that
so
happens.
weird.
Like my brother pointing that out to me when we were kids watching it. He's like, this is the part from the part before. What the fuck are they doing?"
yeah.
So,
All right.
Tim, I'm gonna go with Godfather 3. They're both
They're
the
both
original.
I've never
Awful.
seen Godfather 3.
It's the
It's
original is
awful.
awful, but the director's cut.
It doesn't
it's-
make you mad. I'll give you
right,
that.
the-
That's it.
The original
I won't
is
give
so
you
bad
anything more
it
than
makes
that.
you mad. The recut, it's not that great, but it doesn't make you mad. And at least it makes sense.
Well, I think
But
anytime
it
you're doing
sucks.
a trilogy is you like to button anything up. That's why all of these are always
There was no
disappointing.
reason for
Yes.
it.
Because
Yeah.
like Back to the Future was the first one that did this, where they shot 2 and 3 at the same time.
Right, yeah.
And it's like you go to 2 and you're like, right, there's another one. Let's just get
Yeah,
through this
I hate
movie.
that too.
And then
Right.
like, okay, here we are at 3.
I feel that a little
I
bit with
hated those.
Marvel sometimes. Like they'll be a movie coming out. You know it's not going to be good, but you feel like you have to watch it for the 10 minutes that you're going to need it for another Marvel
I felt
coming
like
out.
they did a good job of just like really focusing on one movie at a time. That whoever was the decision to the overall decision did not get too involved in the.
Right.
That's what it seemed like to me. though.
But I'm going with Godfather 3 because to me the director's cut was such an improvement that I thought it was such a drastic night and day. So I thought they did a nice job. So, did you ever see the Superman 2 director's cut? It's pretty bad.
No.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
Tim,
I
it
love
is,
Superman
it is
2.
director's cut, right?
Yeah, he doesn't
Am I
want
right?
to talk about it because he wants to be drunk.
Yes,
while
I know.
talking about
I
this.
just wanted to throw out my 2 cents because they have nothing else to talk about.
Pennies in a fountain.
All right, so if that's Films on Tap tonight at 9:00. Is there Cars and Comedy tomorrow?
Yes.
Cars and Comedy with Tom and Brett tomorrow night at 5:30. And then Sallie and I are back here on Monday. We have all sorts of guests lined up. We have Allie Zach coming in Tuesday. She's an actress. She's a writer. She's a singer. She's great. She's hanging out with us on Tuesday, along with Ken for Tuesday Trivia. Thursday, we have Jackie Martland coming in, joining us with Rich. Joe Carletto will also be here. He's one of the owners of Governors. He'll be here that day. And we're working on some other things, too.
Sure.
And then don't forget April 2nd, the night Governors opens. Rich, Sallie, and I will be here. Don will be here, too, doing a special Friday night edition of Live from Governor's Green Room. So Joey Cole will be hanging out, and Chris Roach, Mick Thomas, Kevin Downey Jr., and whoever else is here that night. So that's going to be fun. Don't forget that. Friday night, April 2nd. All right.
Tony.
Everybody, what?
3 things really fast.
Oh,
One,
did he just say 3 things?
He did.
3 things.
I'm gonna have
One,
an
thank
aneurysm.
y'all. No, you're not. 1, thank y'all. 2, it's 12:45. 3, Sally O'Neill, you're the best because well, it's 12:45.
Aw, way to get it back, Ken.
He really had 3 other things. I just talked to him in the April tone.
April's still going to smack you in the back of the head.
Thank you, Dr. Ken Pichelle.
Bye, Ken. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Andy Pajanos.